something that he's frankly used to as an actor. But this harrowing experience is my next guest, unfortunately, is playing a starring role. Something that he's frankly used to as an actor. But this harrowing experience is just, it's all too real. Watch.
So I'm still hiding behind the boulders, sparks coming, so I can duck behind these rocks. I'm ready to jump into the ocean. All the firemen, they got the hell out of here. They evacuated quickly. I should have followed suit. But right now I'm here, and the phone doesn't really work. No one knows where the hell I am.
Thankfully, he is with us tonight. Sebastian Harrison and his wife, Livia Pillman, join me now. Just watching that moment, Sebastian, your heart just sinks, hoping that you're okay, and thank goodness that you're both here.
Shalom, giving all praise to my Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh Bashim Halashah, Bashim Kakadash, the honors to the apostles and elders everywhere. Peace and many salutations to y'all, giving us told us truth. Now, you see stuff like this, it just makes you suspicious. Like, this guy obviously had a makeup crew. Like, they're trying to sell you something. You know what I'm saying? Now people actually losing their homes. Yes, are some people in on it? That could be it too. But what we can do is, follow what's next for when it comes to business. Always follow the money, like Chris Tucker said. And what was it? Rush Hour 2 or 3. Always follow the rich right man. As recently, you have counties that's in California. They're been battling with this corporation called California Forever. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they won't take this down. But that particular corporation is buying up a substantial amount of agriculture, in like the San Francisco, Sacramento area. It's in the Solano County. They're buying up this land because they want to create smart cities. Okay. So a lot of this destruction, things of that nature, could be a way in which, they're ushering in their MOTB. And a huge way that they're going to do that is these smart cities. Everything's going to be connected, interconnected, you know what I'm saying? With the city and the individuals that stay in those cities, okay? Kind of like the movie Divergent. The movie Divergent goes into that, okay? But let me let you hear this in regards to this particular corporation I'm telling you about. And I'm going to read about it, and then we'll get to the scriptures, okay? Because we get caught up sometimes like, okay, psyops, it's just it is. A lot of stuff is psyops, you know what I'm saying? But what was the end goal? We know what the end goal is because of prophecy, you know what I'm saying? They're doing all this to get the people ready for the MOTB, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to play the first few minutes of this, okay?
On Schwalmick, founder and CEO of California Forever, for a conversation with Bloomberg's Karen Breslau.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, Jan.
Good afternoon.
So we're going to have a little change of pace here. We're going to go from the artificial to the very real and to real estate. I think most of the people in this room, I feel pretty safe in saying, have heard something, a thing or two about California Forever. Your project.
Here she says she's going to go to artificial to real estate. You see how, these cities are going to be connected to the system. It's going to be very, very intricate. They're going to know who's in, who's out, who's supposed to be there, who isn't. Surveillance is going to be at an all-time high, right? Even supplying certain people with jobs to stay there in agriculture. Think about that, bro. People are going to be, I ain't going to say too much, People are going to be coveting to stay in these places real soon, especially with everything you see going on with the economy. If you get my drift.
Burst into the headlines last summer when you were revealed to be the person behind a series of huge and mysterious land purchases in Solano County. And you're going to take that land that you bought over the past 6 years, and you're going to build a new city, a sustainable, walkable new city from scratch on the outskirts of the Bay Area.
That's right.
That's the plan. Your investors include some of the biggest names in tech, Reid Hoffman, who Emily just interviewed, Michael Moritz, Mark Andreessen, Patrick Collison, Lorraine Powell Jobs, just to name a few. People have a lot of questions about this project.
I bet.
A lot. And we're gonna get to a lot of them today. But before we do that, we're gonna take a quick poll, okay?
All right.
So everybody get ready. We wanna see where the audience is at on the idea of a new city, a sustainable new city in Solano County. So get ready for the question. It is, what was your initial reaction to California Forever's plans for a new sustainable city in Solano County? So while we figure that out, while we hear from all of you, Jan, why don't you start and just tell us what it is you want to build? What is this about?
We are building a...
and we've got some video that people should be able to see.
Yeah, I mean, what we're trying to do is we're trying to do two things at the same time. And the first one is Solano County is this really spectacular place at the edge of the Bay Area. Many of the people in the audience probably know it or they've driven through it on the way to Napa or Tahoe. But over the last 20 years, it really hasn't received its fair share of the prosperity in the Bay Area. And so it has the largest number of people who are super commuters. There's many people there who will commute 3 hours every day for work. It hasn't received its share of the jobs and of the entertainment and tax dollars. And at the same time, we're trying to make sure that the Bay Area remains this place of innovation and creation for the next 50 years. And Gary here just was talking about housing, and I think that the Bay Area is at the risk of becoming the greatest squandering of economic opportunity in the history of mankind. And I don't say that lightly. Okay. Because we have the situation where all of the companies want to build here. All of the people want to come here. All the innovation is happening. There's billions of dollars of capital waiting to build homes and offices and factories and all of the things. The whole world is trying to be Silicon Valley and the Bay Area. And all we have to do is build more housing. That's it. And whenever...
And there's a housing crisis out there. Well, out here I should say out there in California, because the housing is so expensive. So you have these areas that aren't even being used that they could build for people, bro, at a way lower cost, but they wouldn't benefit enough from it. So they're coming in with these smart cities and they're able to capitalize off these people, right? And it's going to be innovative because it's going to be a city that's going to be connected with AI. They're going to know how much an individual is eating, right? And all this is conjecture, based off of what I've seen in China with the social credits and things of that nature. That model is coming here. The whole nation is doing that. They should be able to do a city. Okay? And a huge integral part of that is going to be the MOTB, right? That word integral means a big part or something that's important. That MOTB is going to be basically a key whether or not somebody's going to get in and out of a city, bro. Okay, as things get worse and worse out of there, people are going to be running to these smart cities for haven, but it's going to take a requirement. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's going that way. Let me read this for you guys. The California, this is according to High Country News. This says the California Forever debate moves underground. And in 2018, Solano County, California realized that a single company known as Flannery Associates were quietly buying up a large amount of land. Many of the parcels were zoned for agricultural use, making a purchase of this land unusual. The county reached out to Flannery and received assurance that the company would continue to do business as usual by entering into long-term leases with farmers. 5 years later, though, its true intentions became clear. Today, the story of Flannery Associates, a subsidiary of California Forever, the real estate corporation behind those land purchases, is well well known in the region, backed by powerful Silicon Valley billionaires. California Forever envisioned building a city from scratch on forming farmland on former farmland until a formidable grassroots coalition called Solano together rose up to block the development. From the start, California Forever faced a major obstacle. Before it could proceed with its plan, I had to undo Solano's 40-year-old orderly growth ordinance, which prevented development on unincorporated land. But the ordinance could not be overturned without a countrywide vote. So the corporation ran a multi-million-dollar public relation campaign, totaling $7 million in community handouts. This is how much they was coveting for this land, bro. All right. They was throwing millions of multi-millions of dollars on ads just to get this land, giving out contracts to people just to, incentivize other people to vote for this land. They were paying a lot of money, bro. All right. And this is the new wave. The new wave is smart cities. Okay. To generate voter support. Yet its leadership stumbled frequently along the way, provoking outrage at public forums, doubling down on a lawsuit against local farming, and failing to provide important details about how the project would impact the county. This January, the opposition celebrated when the company withdrew its proposal from the November ballot. So the people, they were able to stand up against big corporation. But it's coming. It's coming when more natural disasters magically happen. It's going to be harder for people to, stand up for themselves. And they're going to be willing to sell their land because of the natural disaster that happened or that may happen, kind of like what's going on in California right now. Okay. So we know that this is leading to something. Okay. We know that this is leading to something. All right. Let me look this up for you guys, man. Revelation 13, straight to the point. And 16, he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? So you're not going to be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be able to do anything without that mark. Okay? In these smart cities, they're going to be hooked up to AI, and everything is going to be digital, including your money. This is where the MOTB will take place. Okay? We see them moving towards smart cities. Okay? So, pray this edifying. Shalom.